Oh my goodness, it is April 21st, 2021.
Look at that.
EMP review, the meal plan review, right, Brandy?
Yes,
Welcome
indeed.
aboard, everybody. How are you, Brandy? How are you doing today?
I'm doing good today. You've had a very entrepreneurial week. You know,
What does that mean? A very entrepreneurial week?
yes. Very like this and this and this and that and that and this, that kind of thing, But it's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
This and this and this and that and that and this. Got it.
The
Got it.
journey. Everybody, if you know the journey of entrepreneurship.
Don't pull me into it. Anyway. So welcome to everybody. If you're with us as always, chime in any comment section or chat section that you have before you. It is Chauncey, your host. And of course, I'm here with Chef Brandy, who knows everything about chefdom and entrepreneurship and the this and this and this and that on the journey. Yeah. Christine's here with us. Hey, Christine. So, Brandy, we got to always do it. We got to introduce ourselves. We did that. Off cam with us is Drea doing the great work. But, to join us, it's a quarterly fee, right, Brandy? Tell us all about that.
Quarterly fee. That quarterly fee is only $30.23. Now, what does that quarterly fee afford you? Now, Entrepreneur Meal Plan is a community of entrepreneurs committed to feeding their mind, bodies, and businesses. So we give you the tools to be able to do that. Meal plans, recipes, shopping lists, cooking demos, replays of the cooking demos, resources, invites to fun events, and a community of people who are just as committed as you are on the process, like while doing their work,
This
like
and
not
this and
burning
this and
themselves
that.
out. Yes, and this, yes, Chauncey, you got it. It's only taking you how long to get here with me? I
don't know. Very good. So that is $120.92 a year.
Look at that. Public school education showing up for you.
Right. People like to hate on public school, Anyway, so this month it is Carrot On. Yes. So what are we doing for this? Something I hear somebody told me it was an energy ball.
Yes, a carrot cake energy ball, guys. So I like to mix it up, have a little bit of fun food. That's like the better versions of some of our favorite foods. And who doesn't like carrot cake?
Oh, I can think of some people, but
it
ain't
like
me.
Carrot cake.
It wasn't me. Remember that song?
That was a song. I don't know who's singing though.
So before we go down a musical road, Brandy, go ahead and get set up so we can see these carrot cake energy balls, and we'll see you on the flip side. Looking forward to it.
Sounds good. All right, so we're going to get going with these carrot cake energy balls. Now, energy balls, one of the things that give us energy, there's something about like raw foods and fiber, and our good friend oats is going to make an appearance in this one. So I'm going to literally throw these ingredients into a food processor. It's a really simple, simple preparation for this one. If you don't have a food processor, a mini chopper, they come on sale a lot at like Rite Aid and Walmart for less than like $10. I'm seeing it for like $6.99 even. Might be something that you might want to pick up if you want to make something like this often. And if not, a blender could do it. The thing about a blender though is that sometimes it's a little harder to get the ingredients to really like break down and smooth them out. So something to think about. But I'm going to start by just pulsing this oatmeal. And guess what? Someone has to actually plug it in. What is this thing called? It has to plug in. food processing for that to happen. So give me 1 second so I can do that. It's almost done. The little things. Oh, what's funny about it? We're back. We're back. We're in business. Power on. Pulsing the beat. And I'm not. The reason I'm pulsing instead of like just letting it spin is because I don't want to turn to oat flour. I still want it to have a little texture. All right. So some of them are broken up. There's still some whole ones in, so that's about a good place to start before we get to the final spin. So I have a couple of dates that I'm going to add in. Now I've soaked these dates in hot water. You want to make sure that the dates that you use are soft, because if they're not soft, it just becomes really hard to bind everything together. And I'm literally building this dish the same way, like this bite, the same way that you would like build a carrot cake. So in a carrot cake, you have those yummy, like caramel flavors that exist in there. There's definitely a good friend cinnamon that makes an appearance. So we're gonna get some good old cinnamon in there. We're gonna also, I like to add something different to dishes. So I'm gonna do just a pinch of garam masala. In addition to the fact that garam masala has a bunch of really cool spices, I'll leave them off just so you can kind of know what's in this blend. There's coriander, there's red chili, there's red mango, there's cinnamon, there's cumin, fennel, clove, black pepper, and anise. It just adds like a different kind of kick to your carrot cake blend. Now, if you don't have any garam masala, don't stress. You can literally just use the traditional spices. That would be cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, and I like to put a little ginger in my carrot cake. So this, no surprise. I saw that this gonna also make an appearance in the energy ball. I'm gonna do that. A little, I like it spicy, so I put a little extra. Now, if you didn't have any fresh ginger, you could totally use dried ginger as well. I'm gonna add in some chia seeds. Chia seeds gives it a little bit of crunch, some extra protein, and some extra fiber. Helps us also qualify this as an energy ball because those things are gonna help you keep your energy up. I'm gonna also add in some hemp seeds. Now, if you don't have any hemp seeds, you can use flax seeds instead. You can use all three. I've used all three just particular time around. I'm just using two. Now, I'm gonna put that on and hold it a little bit more. This needs a little more moisture. Now, I'm gonna play around with date to water ratio because I don't want it to be too sweet. Sometimes I find like playing around with dates, like things end up getting a little too sweet. So I'm gonna put water in to bring it together and then add a date in because I don't want it to be too sweet. You guys can see, I'm going to roll these in a second, but And I didn't make a ton of it because it's just so it's only going to make me probably about 5 with this ratio. But you kind of can see here like what the consistency of this is, right? And of course, a carrot cake energy bite would not be a carrot cake energy bite without a good some carrot. Now I like to shred the carrots in last in this recipe, and in addition add a couple more raisins. So that's how I kind of bring it all together. So I'm just gonna take my hand grater, just do some really small shredded carrots. And I don't know about you, but at some point I was really kind of fun to find out that baby carrots really aren't like baby carrots don't grow naturally as baby carrots. They actually are full carrots that are kind of unused in the manufacturing process. So that's just a little fun fact. I don't know when I learned that fun fact, but I was like, oh yeah, these things don't grow naturally small and like even though they're really great and simple snack. So yes, shredded some carrots. So you see the good old carrots mixing in. I'm also going to add in some, like I say, some more raisins. Now, in addition, this smells like it really smells like carrot cakey, which is fun. You know, the spices are really what like take it over the top, and the oat help as well. Just kind of give us this fragrance that we're after. Mixing those in just a little bit, and then I'm going to start making them into bowls. So, take I'm actually going to move the processor out of the way. I'm also going to drop some oats, mix with a little bit of cinnamon, some over them. Give them a little bit more texture. These things last, like they last pretty long. Like when I say pretty long, like you can really like so one energy ball. Now I'm doing this as a nut-free recipe. I've made these before with walnuts, pecans, crushed almonds, which you don't traditionally find in a carrot cake, but that's what I had one time when I was making them. So that works too if you want a little bite. I've also finished these with coconut flakes. So if you happen to have some coconut flakes, coconut's definitely something that we find in carrot cake often. Sometimes as the finishing thing for the dressing, not the dressing, what's it called? The frosting. We finish it with a little bit of coconut. Sometimes people put coconut inside of their um, carrot cake, but you could do that too in this recipe. I wanted to try to keep this as nut free, as low fat as possible because we're getting a lot of calories from our dates and our raisins from this one. Now the full recipe for this one will make you about 20 balls, but like I said, guys don't need to make 20 balls. I really don't need 20 carrot cake balls around here. So, simple, guys. Do it literally. Put some oatmeal in the processor, ground it up, added the other ingredients into it, all fit together. Check the texture to see if it works as far as having enough moisture to bring it all together. Adjust as needed, and then roll out the balls after you shred in the carrots and add your raisins. Or there was some nuts too. That. Yeah. You could also do butter. Like say for instance you didn't want to do like the butter. I'm not saying butter. A nut butter. So we're talking about an almond butter, a cashew butter, a sunflower seed butter, a peanut butter. I like to stick with this particular recipe. Peanut butter throws it off just a little bit because kind of remind you of carrot cake peanut butter doesn't really show up there. So the almond butter and the cashew butter um, binder if you don't mind. So there you have it. I'm about to clean my hands and then meet you guys back over to answer questions.
All right.
Hey.
So, any questions, let us know. Type them in. I have a few, of course. So, Brandy, the garam masala, what kind of flavor profile does that have exactly?
It's a spicy flavor. Like I would say it's kind of like a chai tea with a bite, if I had to like describe it from a like familiar kind of place. That's probably what I would call it. Chai tea with a bite. Because it has fun things in it. Like I say, the spicy like cayenne and then like the dried mango, which really gives it a different complexity.
That sounds great. Question from Drea. Here we go. What else could you use besides the carrots?
Oh, like what other like fresh ingredients could you use in there?
Or to replace carrots, like if you didn't want carrots.
You could use zucchini. I think zucchini could totally work in there. And the cool thing about zucchini is that it should have enough moisture in it if you don't soak it out to be able to bring it together if you like, say you weren't using like a butter or you didn't want to add water. So zucchini is probably a good alternative. I think banana would also work out well if you wanted to kind of take a play on like a banana nut bite or like a banana bread or something like that. I think that could be a good addition. Also, shredded apple could be a fun replacement too. Like if you took an apple and you grated that and mixed it in. So those are probably the three things I would recommend.
I was thinking apple, pear.
Pear. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very interesting. Now, Christine says, excuse me, it's a carrot cake. Why?
So we just evolved the carrot cake. We've taken your carrot cake and we've morphed it into a banana nut, bread bite. We've morphed it into
zucchini,
apple, zucchini, right?
Pear.
Pear bite.
Well, maybe it's your mood and the seasons, and whatever's in season, you could just use this recipe and swap it out. Some people like variety, as well. Now, another question, and keep them coming for us as well, everyone. Could you make an actual carrot cake out of this recipe?
You could make a raw version of a carrot cake out of this recipe. So you would take this, then like put it into a like a disc or like a cake pan or something, like a 9-inch cake pan, and then put it in the refrigerator.
Interesting. So what would you need to do to like bake it?
Oh, if you're gonna actually bake it, we gotta change things up a bit. We gotta throw in some baking powder. We gotta add some. We gotta add in some. What is that stuff called? Some apple cider vinegar to activate that baking powder. But not much. What's interesting about carrot cake is that it's very a really easy to convert plant-based cake. We expect it to be dense anyway, so people don't mind the fact that it's a little dense. And those spices in it make it really easy for you not to have to use. I've made them before with no added sugar. So I've made it with like pineapple chunks, dates, raisins, and the carrots itself. And I didn't have to add anything else to it, like no maple, which, you know, we always have that conversation about maple. So yeah.
Yeah. And Christine's asking for the recipe. She wants that along with lemon cake.
Lemon, oh, lemon cake. Yes, this lemon thing keeps coming up. This might be the universe speaking to the entrepreneur meal plan family. Okay, lemon cake. Duly noted.
It keeps coming up, the lemon cake?
Lemon cake, lemon cookies, lemon squares. Like those are the things that people keep about in the group.
Yeah, lemon squares from Drea as well. Ooh, very good. Now, let me just ask, do you use actual lemon in your lemon recipe?
I do. I'm so like, I don't like lemon flavor. It does not taste like lemon to me. I feel like it just tastes, you know, just doesn't. Like, you can use lemon flavor in a cake that's not lemon based as a way to like kind of boost it up and add like another layer. But if lemon is the flavor, I'm lemon juice and lemon zest is the way to go for me.
Yeah. Yeah, lemon extract is good, not for lemon like you're saying though. Yeah, just to give it a little kick.
Yep.
And a little. Oh my goodness, use too much of that and it's done.
And it tastes like fake lemon. It tastes
I don't know what it tastes. It's just, you know, tastes like booze, lemon booze. Okay, so another question. If you buy the carrots shredded, maybe you have it for a salad, you know, the bag of it. Can you just put them in there?
You can. I would probably tell you to just like run a knife through them to like break them down a little bit, just so they're a little smaller, so they don't have these like huge pieces of carrot inside of the bite. But totally.
Great. Okay. Now, for the raisins, could you have golden raisins? What's the point of a golden raisin? Explain it to me, Brady, because I never know what the point is.
Different. Great. That's it. That's literally it. It is the golden raisin comes from the green, from the green grape, and the dark raisin comes from the red grape. That's literally the difference from the golden raisin and the red raisin. The flavor of the golden raisin, I feel like, is a little lighter, maybe a little sweeter, even in a different kind of way. It's weird. I don't know how to describe a raisin as fresh, but I don't know. It just feels like it has a different type of like freshness to it. Does it really change your like recipe? No, like if you have one or the other, I use them interchangeably. Golden raisins just aren't that easy to find. They're not as accessible as the regular ones, but you could totally use a golden raisin if you got some.
And they cost more.
That too.
That's why I'm like, what? I guess maybe if you want to show the raisin, you need that color. I always look at them and go, who's paying more for these?
Well, it is, yeah. It like there's some salads that what is it? There's some like, I don't know, some Mediterranean quinoa salad or whatever that golden raisins looks better in it than black raisins, but it really is a visual. It's a visual thing, flavor wise. Yeah. It's so subtle. It's not, for me. It's not worth the money.
Another question, and if there aren't any more, we'll wrap up after this. But certainly type them in for us, everybody. Drea has one more. Jalapeno. Could you add that to this recipe?
Jalapeno carrot cake. I don't know if I would go with a jalapeno carrot cake. But it could work. Like it could work in a, like if you took the seeds out, because you don't want this to be super spicy, and you shredded the jalapeno up small and just put like a little bit of it, maybe, I guess, because right now I'm thinking about Mexican chocolate, even though this is like, but Mexican chocolate is like you put a little cayenne pepper into the chocolate to give it the kick. So maybe, I mean, it's an interesting addition. Never even tried it, but I think if you wanted to use it like sparingly, it potentially could work.
Yeah, that's what Drea is saying. Very minimal. What if you like candy it or put chocolate on it put it like on top?
You could do that, but that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. I'm not doing that. Don't talk to me about it.
You could talk. Look, I was thinking at my mom, but then I'm like erased because we're busy entrepreneurs. We just want to throw stuff in a food processor and roll it up in our hands.
Yeah, and Deidre's saying here, chili, dark chocolate, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, I love that combination.
Very good. So, I mean, we got really creative today with just the regular old carrot cake that works. We have all kinds of variations, and this month is carroting on. So, remind us, Brandy, what's the point of the EMP meal plan review and so on?
Yeah, so the EMP meal plan review is an opportunity for us to come together and learn simple ways for you to be able to infuse more plants into your diet and simplify the act of having more healthy food in your life. This community is made up of people who are committed to finding food for their mind, body, and business. We help you to do that by providing you with resources for your business, meal plans, recipes, shopping lists, access to these weekly cooking demos, and different special events, and a community of people on the same mission as you are to make sure that they are healthy when they finish or while they are building their legacy.
Exactly. And I will sneak in one more question and we'll be done from Christine. Icing. Hello.
Oh, icing. So if you want to do icing, like if we're going to take this and turn it to a cake, my most successful nut icing has come from the cashew. My most successful non-nut icing has come from the Korean or Japanese jam. So those are the alternatives. And if you're going to use, like, if you want to do like the yam version, you roast it. And I like to just mix a little bit of lemon juice in it. And the reason I do lemon juice is because it kind of plays to that cream cheese frosting is the traditional frosting that you would put on a carrot cake. So adding that little bit of, I like to call it stank or tang to it. The lemon kind of does that. And then also a little bit of cinnamon. I find that sweet potato, when you roast it, is already sweet enough. So you don't need to add anything. But if for some reason you feel like you want a little more, you could throw a date in it or just a little bit of maple, but you really don't need it. Like, so those are the two icing options.
Yeah. And I guess, if you're a yogurt lover, you have your plant-based yogurt, you could roll it in that.
You totally could do that. Yeah.
Well, once again, we made it to the end of another one of these, Brandy, and we never know what's going to happen. It's always something interesting. So we will be back, everybody, next Wednesday. That's April 28th at 4:30 Eastern time. So 4:30 p.m. Eastern time next week. We'll continue to carry it on. Thank you so much, Brandy. And always, we do life and business well.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Later.